welcome back. The need to save a life can happen at any moment, and especially if you're in a rural location, that first responder help might not be there for a little bit. So Rochelle Lipker here with the American Red Cross. Thanks for being here.
Yeah, and thank you for having me today.
Right, so we're talking about an upcoming training that you're having at Husker Harvest Days, so that plays perfectly with that reasoning.
It does. And so what we're going to have 3 volunteers, and they're going to be teaching what's called Hands Only CPR.
Okay.
And so it'll give you the skills and the tools to know what to do if there's an emergency until first responders arrive. And so this little, we call it an ERV, emergency response vehicle, is the tool that we will teach the skill on.
Okay.
And it doesn't take very long. It takes less than 20 minutes to learn and to do the compressions and know what to do. And so if you're out at Husker Harvest Days and want to learn more, stop by the health tent and our volunteers will be happy to teach you.
And now, are there certain times that this is going on?
No, it'll be all day long for the full 3 days at Husker Harvest Days. And so that way we don't miss anybody and you can learn that skill. And really, you just never know when something is going to happen to a loved one, or even if you come across an accident or something,
Sure.
you'll be able to have the tools to be able to help until that first responder arrives.
Well, and like we mentioned earlier, it's nice that you're having it at this event because, if the farmers in a field or people are out there, they're not going to have probably a first responders help for a little while.
Absolutely. And so that's really one of the reasons that we chose Husker Harvest Days to offer this at is because we know that our farming community is so vital and that you're in a rural setting. You're not usually in town. And so that way we want to teach everybody who is interested in learning more. This is a non-certified class, but if you want to learn more and become certified, we have English classes, and now we're offering Spanish classes to learn first aid, CPR, and AED skills.
That's great because there are obviously a lot of Spanish-speaking people in our community, so that's great that they're now providing that service.
Absolutely. We're really excited about that.
Speaking of that, if people want to get signed up, do they have to do that online or anything like that, or how does getting the certification one?
Yeah, so just reach out to your local Red Cross office. We'd be happy to connect you to a local provider and put you into a class that's happening right there in your own community. We know that sometimes, travel is an issue.
Right.
So we've offered blended learning where you do most of your learning online and then just come into an instructor to demonstrate your skills. So it saves a lot of time in the classroom, and so it makes it a little more flexible for you.
Okay, well, coming up September 10th through the 12th at Husker Harvest Days, and you're at the first aid tent, is that right?
Yes, that is correct.
And anytime they can come in takes about 20 minutes, right?
Yes, absolutely.
All right, perfect. Well, thank you
Thank
so much,
you
Rochelle.
so much.
All right, and stick with us. We have more coming up after the break.